Anin.
Aning.
So for those that don't know, that means
Hello in Ojibwe.
So is that where the niche dish name comes from?
Yeah, to say Anishinaabe means Ojibwe in our language, and nish, of course, is the short form of Anishinaabe. Because it rhymes with dish, it works really well to say nish dish.
Great.
Catering.
So what's on, chef? We've got
sweetgrass tea. This sweetgrass is from Six Nations. Six Nations is near Brantford, and sweetgrass is one of our 4 traditional medicines. So there's sweetgrass, there's cedar, there's tobacco, which is sema in our language, and sage. And we smudge with them all, and we can also make tea with them all. So
Great.
that's what our sweetgrass is.
okay.
We have our traditional version of bannock here.
And what's that?
Baked bread. There's virtually no dairy in it. There's no egg in it, no yeast, and it goes really well with the rest of our soups here. We have a wild rice and pheasant soup. Wild rice we usually get, it's harvested from Soupe-du-jour First Nations, and we've got wild rice, brown rice, brown rice, carrots, sage. We use a lot of sage in our cooking. Onions, mostly like game broths.
Okay.
And over here we have a elk boulette, which is like a soupy stew today.
And tell me about that.
The elk is one of my favorite game meats. And
So there's actual elk in there. Elk meat.
This is elk meat. We made it into a meatball, like a mini meatball.
Oh, nice.
And inside we use a traditional herb called juniper. Juniper was used in most of our game dishes. Juniper and sage in this. And then all kinds of roasted root vegetables like parsnips, sweet potato, butternut squash, white potato, onions, celery. Just like a stew, but very, very hearty and lots of flavor.
Okay.
And right here, one of my favorite ones, because this is the Three Sisters soup.
Three
And in
Sisters,
the Three
yeah.
Sisters soup, these are the original traditional crops that were grown here before settlers came. These particular plants grown together, which is butternut squash, corn, and green beans, all help each other grow, and they rejuvenate the soil. They replenish the soil rather than deplete it. So they create nitrogen inside the soil. And that's why this is symbolic of community. These 3 plants grown together are stronger in the community. That's why they call it the Three Sisters. So representing strength and community.
Wow. So what are people saying here at Soupalicious with your 3, or shall we say, triple soups?
People are really loving it. I mean, a lot of people have tried things like bison, which is another one that we serve, but not many people have tried elk, so they're really enjoying. This one was the elk boulette was really the star of the show today, because we sold all 40 liters of it.
Wow.
And then the pheasant wild soup, the wild rice soup, a lot of people are trying it too, because usually you get a turkey wild rice, but this is pheasant, something different. Gamier, nicer, just like a lighter, not as fatty, but beautiful.
Wow. Okay, for more information on the traditional way of making real soup is...
Find us at nishdish.com.
Thank you. As
Thank you.
say,
Miigwech.
Miigwech.